Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Hi guys, Chinese New Year is just a week away, and behind me you can see the balloon statue of the God of Fortune, or Cai Shen Ye in Chinese. So today the light is quite nice, so I thought I'd come here and take some 8x10 photos of this Cai Shen Ye statue. So I will be using RA4 paper, shoot it in camera and then reverse process it as a positive. So come along with me while I do this shoot and see how the result turn out. I am using ISO 3 now for the Fuji RA4 paper. At f11 is giving me a reading of 1.5 seconds. I will give it one stop more, so 3 seconds at f11, and we'll see how this turns out. Today is pretty sunny. The UV index is quite high at 6. So I'm just going to use this combination UFED multi-grade filter grade 00, and then a CTO filter from Lee Filter, and this is 50 magenta, 50 yellow. Hopefully this combination will fix up the blue cast. That means to color correct the RA4 paper. For my past shooting, I find that this combination will work well for scene on shaded area but on a bright sunny day. Okay, let's try and see how it turns out. The shutter is here. Alright, so what I'll do is I will hold the filter over the lens and then trip the shutter. Just for demo, because I'm shooting with one hand now. Alright. Alright, my processing station is all set up, and what I'm going to use today for 8x10 color print processing, I'm going to use this Patterson print processor. I've introduced this print processor a few times in my previous video. If you have not seen them before, please click on the link on the top right hand corner. I'll link to one of them. This processor can do one piece of 8x10 print at one time. It could also do up to 4x5 or 2 5x7 prints. Right? So for RA4 Reversal, I have the chemicals all behind me. This is the black and white paper developer from UFED multi-grade paper developer. So I mix it 1 + 9, about 200 ml of it. I also have for the RA4 chemicals, I have the Fujifilm RA4 developer, and also the RA4 Blix, and then here is some water and a waste water container. So what I'm going to do now is to develop the print in the black and white developer for 2 minutes. Right. So once 2 minutes is up, we'll pour in some water to stop the developer action, and then we can open up the tray. So let's go. So I start the timer, and below there's a round base. So what we do is that we just turn the processor on top of the base itself, and it will agitate the chemical inside the processor. So the best thing about this processor is that it takes a little quantity of chemicals. 200 ml is more than enough. So we'll do this for 2 minutes and we'll come back. Okay, 2 minutes is going to be up. What we are going to do now is to pour back the developer into its container, and then we will quickly pour in some water to stop the action. Quickly pour in some water and agitate it around. This will stop the developer action. Okay. And once that is done, probably about 30 seconds should be enough. Then we can open out the tray. Remember this RA4 Reversal, so only the first stage we need to do it in total darkness. Subsequently, all the steps can be done in daylight. Alright, so this is after the black and white developer. From the negative itself, I can tell that it will probably be a good positive also. So now I'm doing the re-exposure to light stage, probably 30 seconds to a minute, just to let all the unexposed silver be exposed. And then we can pour in the Fujifilm RA4 developer for a minute, followed by the blicks for another minute.
Eventually.
So I think we are good to go. So let's pour in the RA4 developer. Here we go. Right. Most immediately you see the red coming out. Exposure is pretty correct, except for the top part, like that is coming from the sky. I think the color wise is also good. The red is quite red. I use a UFO multi-grade filter, grade 00, a CTO, and then 50 yellow and 50 magenta. Okay, so 1 minute of developer is up. So let's pour it out, and then we can pour in the blicks. Okay, give it a wash first. Just to get rid of the developer. After that, we can pour in the blicks for another minute. Okay. See. So we'll come back when the blicks and wash is done, so that we can look at the print when it's dry. Okay, so the next shot I'm going to take is to continue with our Chinese New Year theme. So I have here 2 mandarin oranges and 1 red packet, we call it the ang pao. So for this, I won't be using my 810, I will be using my 4.5. So I'm going to take a light meter reading. Okay, you're showing me f16 at 8 seconds. I'm using ISO 3, and I usually compensate about 1 stop for the filter. So I'm going to use f16 at 16 seconds for the first shot, and then we'll see how things go, and then we'll adjust from there. Okay, this is my usual filter combination for taking photos in the shade, but with high UV level. That means it's a sunny day. So I have the UFO multi-grade 00, a piece of CTO, and then 50 magenta and 50 yellow. So I use this, and we see how things go. 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000. So I went ahead and developed the 3 shots that I've taken. The first one I make some mistakes, so that is being discarded. So for this shot, the ang pao, the red packet, got blown away and I didn't realize it until I start the exposure. So it's just 2 mandarin oranges. The next one, I put back the red packet, but it was also being blown away midway through the exposure. So you probably see some motion blur here. And lastly, I stick the red packet to the bench with some masking tape so it stays throughout the exposure. So let's quickly pour in the RA4 developer and see how they turn out. So this will be for 1 minute. Okay. You can see that the red is pretty alright. This is how the tray works. As you rotate around its base, it will bring the chemical around the tray. So it's very nice. Okay, so I will pour back the developer and give it a wash. Pretty good. Quick wash, and then the blicks. The blicks will be for also a minute. So I will show you the final print when it's washed and dry. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Wishing everyone a happy Chinese New Year. 恭喜发财! Hi guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please like it, share it, and finally do subscribe to my channel, and I see you at my next video. Take care. Bye!